My teacher once told me, a good artist doesn't copy, a good artist steals. My teacher wasn't Picasso or anything, but basically, copying a piece of art can help you get more used to drawing, but when you steal it, and by steal I don't mean literally taking somebody's work and saying it's your own, I mean taking that piece of work and transforming it into your own. So let me ask you this question, why is it so hard to develop an art style? When you look at a manga artist's work, especially a beginner's, it's pretty obvious to tell that they've been heavily, and I mean heavily, inspired by another artist. For example, in my experiences, I've seen brilliant work that looks a lot like another famous artist's style. Manga artists like Hirohiko Araki and Akira Toriyama are good examples of this. Now obviously, this does not mean it's a bad thing, it's a good thing actually, and it could also be seen as making it your own style. However, when I talk about stealing, I mean stealing a style idea from another artist. For example, a certain way an artist draws hair or clothes, etc. If I wanted my manga/comics to match the theme of battle and fighting, I take a look at strong bodies and use inspiration from artists like Michelangelo, whose pieces usually consist of perfect bodied men. Or you could take a look at Dragon Ball's artwork, which is known to be very heavily leaned towards fit and athletic bodies. This is what I mean by stealing an idea. Now of course, I'm not talking about stealing another comic artist's story ideas and character ideas, that's just messed up. I'm talking about style ideas. By adding multiple artists' styles into yours, a good outcome you shall have. This is in my opinion at least. I'm young and inexperienced and I've barely scratched the surface of my artistic potential. But these are the things that have worked and do work for me when it comes to my wacky art style. Artists I could say I've stolen from when it comes to, the top of my mind is Akira Toriyama's artwork for Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. I quite like the theme of bettering yourself and becoming stronger and healthier, so I gave some of my main characters that same kind of drive and same kind of style. Knowing that training yourself and taking care of your body is one of the ways you can get stronger. It's also what I'm trying to do as well. Also, another way I think you could develop a style of your own is just by drawing every day. You don't always have to look at other artists' work unless you feel like you need to, but when it comes to things like facial features, etc, you can try all sorts and use ones that you like or ones that you think would fit your comics aesthetic. My comics theme is freedom and exploration. It's about not being chained up by society's rules and doing whatever the you want. I actually just said heck, by the way. So for inspiration in my comic, I went to series that had a similar theme. Shows on manga like Hunter x Hunter, One Piece and Magi really fit my aesthetic and my theme at least. The word adventure can really just be used to describe my art style. It's probably my excuse of having a really bad consistency. I'll just say, oh yeah, it's just meant to be wacky like that, Wacky fun adventure? Right. In conclusion, whether you copy or steal or reference, the trick to developing an art style of your own is just practice. If you're worrying about your art, don't worry, you'll get there. Anyways guys, this is the end of the video. I know it's really short and I'm glad you watched to the end. Make sure to check out my webcomic called Sekai. Check out my Instagram and TikTok where I post all the time. The links are in the description below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a dislike and tell me why. I'd like to know your opinions in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe, and with that, Geronimo.
Subscribe though, nigga.